Minister Siddaramaiah, in a meeting with the State Revenue and the Waqf Ministry officials, rapped them for issuing notices to farmers over claims that their lands are Waqf lands. The Chief Minister has in fact asked the officials to stop altering of the land records regarding ownership. Chief Minister Siddaramaiah has asked the Revenue and Waqf authorities to immediately withdraw the notices issued to the farmers. Ruling Congress and opposition BJP in Karnataka have locked horns over the allegations of notices being served to farmers by the Waqf board alleging encroachment. While the issue was first raised in Vijayapura, the BJP has alleged that farmers from Kalaburgi, Bidar and Shivamoga too have raised similar concerns, as their RTCs now find the mentioned Waqf property transaction is banned. It is being alleged that farmers are being issued notices seeking eviction of their lands by the Waqf board, though they have been cultivating it for over a century and have all the relevant documents to prove their ownership. In just one village in Vijayapura district, the board is trying to claim ownership on nearly 1,500 acres of land, which the BJP has alleged. Now, with that, ladies and gentlemen, let's quickly cut across to our colleague Mohammad Wajiullah, who's joining us on the broadcast to bring us more details. Waji, a very good afternoon to you. Very firstly, help us understand this. At this point, the Chief Minister has come out to say that such notices need to be withdrawn. But the notices seem, what is the particular detail? What is the story that we have here? What notices were sent out to these farmers in the first place? Wherein overnight we see them having to give up claims over their lands. Why such discrepancies within the Waqf notices that have been issued?
Well, the Chief Minister has just reiterated what he had tweeted 2 days back when he had said that all the lands that have been claimed as Waqf land, which belong to the farmers, all these notices that were given will be withdrawn. Now, this entire issue started with Vijayapura, where there was this gazette notification that was sent from the Waqf saying that there so many, close to 1,500, 1,400 properties belong to the Waqf. And Tejasvi Surya had held a press conference because he's a part of the JPC, which is looking into these Waqf properties, because Waqf Amendment Act is something that is going to come up in the coming parliament session. So with regards to all this exercise had taken place. And when the gazette notification was sent to these farmers, that is when the government realized that there is discrepancy in the notifications that were sent, and there was a mistake in it, and they had withdrawn those notifications then and there itself, and they had even announced that there is only 11 acres of land in Vijayapura that belongs to the Waqf, out of which 10 is a cemetery, 10.5 acres which belongs to a cemetery, and the other half belongs to a mosque nearby. And that is when the government believed that the issue was settled. But the BJP has time and again continued to keep the issue alive by going to Vijayapura. We saw the entire BJP delegation go there first. Then we saw Prahlad Joshi go there and take cognizance of the particular area and see whether those reports that have come out and the allegations of the farmers are right or not. Then we saw a BJP opposition delegation that has gone there. Tejasvi Surya, on the other hand, has today assured that the JPC president will also come on the November of 6th and 7th to Vijayapura to take cognizance of this particular notice. But the government, on the other hand, for the last 1 week have been saying that they've withdrawn all the notification, not just in Vijayapura, but across the state, wherever Waqf properties are there and where they've taken over farmers' land. And all these properties that Waqf notifications were sent to, all these notifications should be withdrawn. Siddaramaiah has also gone on to add that despite us withdrawing these notifications, the opposition has continued to do politics over it, and that is why he's not interested in whose land it is, but the farmers' land should be given back. And he's made sure that the revenue minister, the officials that are there in the meeting that the Siddaramaiah had shared, all these officers immediately act to cancelling all the notification, not just in Vijayapura, but across other places like you mentioned, Kalburgi, Haveri, Bidar. So therefore, today's meeting was with regards to making sure that they do not give more fodder or ammunition to the opposition with regards to Waqf, because they believe despite despite withdrawing all these orders, there is still this pressure continued by the opposition trying to create a narrative. So that is what the Chief Minister today had a meeting with regards to, and it assured the farmers that all the notifications, not just in Vijayapura, but in the other parts of the state also will be withdrawn.
Right, Waji. Waji, also help us understand this. While the Chief Minister has, in fact, asked them to withdraw such notices, what was the response, or do we at all have a response coming in from the Waqf Ministry and the Council with regards to these notices that have been, given claiming 1,500 acres of land?
Well, the Waqf Minister Jamir Ahmad a day back had said that we will do as per the instructions of the Chief Minister, and he also went on to say that those notifications that were sent have all been withdrawn because there has been an error at some places, and that is why we are withdrawing all those notifications. And he also went on to reiterate what the Chief Minister has gone on to say. Therefore, he's also gone on to add on saying that the Waqf's responsibility is into looking after the welfare of the Muslim community also, because he's a part of the minority ministry. And that is why they are doing this exercise, because in the coming few months, in the next 2 months, in fact, in December, when the winter session will happen, the central government has plans to put forward the Waqf Amendment Act, and that is where not just properties in Karnataka, but properties across the country which belong to Waqf are in dire trouble, because they believe that government is pushing this amendment to withdraw all these lands or take away their resources from them. And that is why we also heard Asaduddin Owaisi a few days back trying to emphasize the fact that how there has been a blanket this thing on Waqf properties by the central government, and they are trying to get into the Waqf board itself. And that is why this concern is not just a part of minority minister in the state, but minority ministers across various other states, where they believe that Waqf properties which belong to the Waqf board will be taken away by the central government. So out of this fear, there are these exercises that have been taking place across the state, which the Waqf had initiated, to see where all they have lands and where all they don't have properties. And in the midst of this, the opposition has used this as a fodder to attack the government, saying that notifications have been sent to the farmers and the other people who believe that their land have been taken by the Waqf board. Therefore, this confusion has been
Right.
created. And today, the chief minister tried to clarify by saying that we will withdraw all these notifications. So we'll have to wait and watch how long does it take for them to withdraw all these things, and how when will this matter settle down.